I can recall there was one kid with my friend. We used to wander around all the time. Young kid, we get bored. We go to like a to forest. We're gonna look for some like some roots and nuts. We didn't know that the local tribe called Murle was actually trying to steal cows that were like that was owned by some dinka there. And actually, when we were in the middle of the fight, we didn't know that, and we just have to run. Luckily, I didn't get touched, but one my friend got shot on his thigh, and he was able. He managed to survive. We stayed in Pakok until until the northern government was attempting to capture Burma, the place that I stayed in when I left Sudan a long time ago. And it's not that far away from Pakok. So we were ordered to leave because the government was uncertain and said that they might attack us. They might attack Pakok because capture Pakok was not there. And so we have to leave again, me and my brother. And with that journey that I didn't like a lot because, we have to leave in a urgent. No, get your step and ready to go. And we just have to leave. And it was during a dry season, and I hate dry season because the ground there is so hard, and we didn't have shoes, and so we had to walk. That hurt me real much because when you walk there in Sudan, they don't say like 2 hours. You walk for entire day. You might rest for 10 minutes and then you get up because if you stay behind, you might get killed. So they would say, "Hey, listen, let's go, hurry. Hurry," and then and so for me, I was always attentive. I like to be around soldiers because they were protective mechanism for me. And so when they say, "Hey, get up," I usually put my bag on my back. One time to rest, I just lie back with my bag on my back. So when they say get up, I just get up. Everything was ready. And let me tell you, that was the longest walk of my life. Walking from Sudan to Ethiopia was not bad, but walking from Koragreb to a place called Magog was the hardest thing, was arduous journey in my life. Because, everything was dry. We had to drink water that was actually muddy. Because the water was so like heavy because there was no water. We couldn't filter them. But it's kind of like drinking the mud. Basically just put like a mud inside water and then it's like kind of like solid in a form. You have to drink this water we have to drink. And we were at the by salt. This is the longest walk, and there's no water there. And we tried to walk at night, somehow to surprise the local tribe there. Because if we don't surprise them, they are like taught. Take another human being life. It's like a trophy basically. You show your manhood. So we need to surprise them, and a good thing we surprise them. We walk that night. Let me tell you. Some part of me want to give up. That's one thing. One part I want to give up because we walk. But during the daytime, we get attacked because the local tribe, Taposa, actually just realized there were people passing by there, and these people will kill you for just like a t-shirt, anything small will kill you because they'll kill for that. And so we surprise them, and they start shooting. The last group were attacked and they killed a lot of people there. We managed. We were like we were not in the middle. We were not in the end, but we were like kind of like in the middle. And we managed to come to Magos, and we stayed there in Magos, and then we have to go to Nairus. And with that time, going to Nairus was also another bad journey because it was long. The SPLA, the rebel group, somehow lied to us, we young people. They'll say, "Oh, the place we go is not that far away. It's like 2 hours, 3 hours." Actually, while in fact, it's not 3 hours. They will point at the top of the hill. So you see that hill there, or that mountain? That's where we're going. And when you look at that hill or the mountain, it looks so close. While in fact, it's far away, far away. You can see the tree on the top green, but actually it's distant away. But it's just a pure lie. It's just a way to make you strong. Give you that little confidence to boost you. Because a lot of people die, Some people just give up, say, I don't feel like walking again. You see somebody taking a rest, sitting down for a while, that's it. They're not going to get up because we were so wasted. most of the children were like so emaciated. For all this year, there's no sufficient food. So the muscle, somehow, they look so thin. Yeah. But, it's life. It's just like the like endurance you have inside you. So when we came to Nairus, we started from Nairus, we get food, and then actually we were told, listen, the Sudan government is about to attack this town, so you guys need to go to Kenya. Okay, and then we have to wait for like a truck to come, but there was no truck coming, so we were getting attacked by the government, who was dropping a bomb on us. It's called Antinop. Antinop is kind of like a war plane. It's kind of like B-52, the American like bomb carrier, like B-52. You can just see like hear the sound and ground like in the sky, and then they would just open up, dropping this like barrel of bombs, And for people like us, we know the drill. You see the bomb, go to the bunker. Unless that bomb will fall on your back, then you don't have to blame anybody. And so over time, we know that the drill. Just jump into any bunker. Even if it's not your bunker, just jump in there. Someone try to chase you out, say, hey, you're not going to go out. And so, well, we were like bombed a couple of times, a lot. And then afterward, hey, the SPLA leaders say, listen, it was unsafe for these young boys. So they need to walk. And we have to walk. I felt real tired of walking. I don't like walking. So I had to walk. We have to walk for, I don't know how long was it, but it looked like forever. And then we came to the border of Kenya and Sudan, Lokichokcho. And then in Lokichokcho we were welcome and we were registered as a refugee. And we stayed in Lokichokcho for a few days, and then afterward we were taken to a Kakuma refugee camp. When we went to Kakuma refugee camp, there was not a lot of people there. There was like some Sudanese community that arrived earlier than us. And so we were given a place to stay. We were given like a ration, like amount of food that we received each week. We're given like a building materials to build our own huts, and school were opened. Then at that time I was in what's considered like appropriate age to go to school. So then I guess my gap between my teeth has devolved then. So because in Itang I was told that because I had my teeth, so I was still young and I couldn't allow to go to school. But in Kenya I was allowed to go to school. I started my first grade there, And I would say I was accelerating because I learned like alphabetical orders and 1, 2, 3, 4 from my older brother, because I had this like desire inside me that I want to go to school. Education was like, something that I really dreamt and something that I really want to achieve in my lifetime. So in Kenya, I was about to go to school. I love it. And one thing that actually, when I was little, the word oxygen was such a hard word to pronounce, but it was also hard to spell. I heard like someone saying oxygen, and I just asked, what's ox? And then the guy spelled to me, and I had to write it down on the ground every time because we didn't have enough books. So we just on the sand, you make it flat, look even, and then write it down like oxygen. I had to write down oxygen. I don't know what gave me that curiosity, but the word oxygen seemed to be somehow, or X have some meaning. I don't know. I have some kind of like it meant something. No one know meaning. No one ever like told me the meaning of oxygen. I didn't know that was the air that we breathe in. But the word by itself just have this power that inspired me that education was really a good thing, because you have to learn the different words. And actually, I felt like I learned something. And in fact, I wasn't learning anything, because this was a school run by UNHCR. It was underfunded, classes were congested, and people that have families, have relatives, fathers, uncles, or people like in higher rank in the SPLA, were able to send their own kids, their relatives, to like Kenyan school, to private school in Kenya. I had one friend. His name is called uh, Lual, and he had a brother called Ding Dong. Sometimes we go out with that kid Ding Dong. We go to move together, and we talk. We had close relationship until one day my name appeared on a board saying that I had interview. So I went in for interview, and everything went well. And then afterward, I passed, and I received like letter, welcome to United States. It felt really good. But I have this feeling. I said, hey, I was like them. I was in the same age with them. I didn't abide by certain Sudanese like ideology that a young boy need to do thing around. Nope, I didn't have that thing. I say I was in the same position because it's America. And I met one guy. His name's Dr. Ammerman, David Ammerman, and he was a professor at University at Tallahassee in Florida some years ago. And actually, he was from Indiana. He went to Wabash College. That was all boys in Indiana, and then he went to Cornell. And since I love like interact with people, I talked to him a lot about Greeks. We talk about Greek philosophers, and talk about Trojan War, Eliot and Odysseus, and those things. You know. I wrote my. They told me to write something, write an essay, and actually I wrote an essay about Martin Luther King's, and it was not pretend to I have a dream, but it was just about importance of education in someone's life, how education would make us transcend certain barriers that are hard to. Luckily, I get scholarship from Beaver, you know, and actually I owe them a lot for giving that opportunity and fulfilling one of my dreams. I lost my dad, lost my brother, lost my sister, and I lost my grandparents, uncle, auntie, and I lost my uncles on my father's side, my aunts on my father's side, my grandparents on my father's side, a lot of relatives, and this thing had tremendously affect me because when I went back to Sudan, people used to say that I used to have a real big family, but now my family has been like fragmented into like this like undefined thing. On my dad's side, my dad had like about 14 brothers, and now they're all like perished due to the war. Even though this thing seemed like something undefined, I feel like those are consequences of war, and a burden had to be paid by someone like me through education and understanding what drive another human being to commit such atrocities. You know, we might be able to somehow stop such a suffering in the near future, and I don't want other people like me to suffer.